Test, test, test. Hello and welcome to the Panther Pit here on Fuller Digital Solutions. My name is Mason Lavin, and I am bringing you the first half of action tonight of our doubleheader between the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the Pocahontas area Indians. Sorry, almost forgot their mascot for a little bit there. We have about 12 and a half left until tip-off. Just like to welcome you to our broadcast. Make sure everything's working right. And I will be back with about 5 minutes left for a pregame stats and recap, or pregame stats, I should say. And then after that, we'll take a short little break and be back for tip-off and introductions. Again, thank you for joining us here on Fuller Digital Solutions in the Panther.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at fullerdigital.net? No more searching, one place for all your live streams. fullerdigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. fullerdigital.net.
Hello again and welcome to the Panther Pit on a cold Thursday night. Tonight we have a doubleheader between the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the Pocahontas Indians. My name is Mason Lavin. I will be your announcer for the girls game in the first half of our doubleheader. And I'll start you off with just a little bit of a breakdown of the two teams here before the game. So starters for the Panthers, Bianca Lamonas, Natalie Green, Sydney Hurd, Neely Bacon, and Isabel Langgraf. The Panthers are 2-10 overall on the year so far. And Sydney Hurd has been the star of the show so far, averaging 13 points per game and 11 rebounds per game. I will say I had a game Tuesday, and she was not quite there. They need her to get going in this game for them to have a chance against the Indians. The Indians themselves, they're going to be tough opponents for the Panthers tonight. Indians are 11-3 on the year, and their starters include Carly Jansen, Acacia Dutcher, Megan Sump, Paige Malone, and Abby Oberhelman. A lot of scoring there for the Indians. They are averaging 59 points per game and only giving up 43 points per game. A lot of that scoring is distributed between three girls. Carly Jansen averaging 13 points per game. Acacia Dutcher is averaging 12. And Abby Oberhelman is averaging 9. A lot of that scoring is coming off of turnovers, as they do average 19 steals per game and also a lot of threes. Of their 800 total shots taken, 344 of them have been three-point attempts. So Pocahontas will look to get a lot of steals tonight and turn them into quick points, possibly threes on the night. For the Panthers, defense is going to be the name of the game. They got to stop that from happening, limit them to maybe a bad night shooting. You know, you can't necessarily stop attempts. Pocahontas is going to get the three-point attempts. They're going to get their shot attempts, but just playing good defense, getting a hand in the face is going to be the name of the game for them, trying to limit that percentage to maybe 25 or below. Indians are shooting 38% from the field and only 27% from three. So hopefully they can catch them on a bad night and have a good game here and come out with a win in the first part of the ball doubleheader. We do have about 3 minutes left before tip-off and introductions, so I will send it off for a little bit of a commercial break, and then we will be back to listen in on the introductions and then have another break for the national anthem and then be right back for the tip-off. Thank you for joining us here on Fuller Digital Solutions in Storm Lake in the Panther Pit. My name is Mason Lavin, and we'll be right back after this break.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit on this Thursday night between the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the Pocahontas Indians. We will give it to the announcing crew for the lineups and then take a break for the national anthem and be right back here for tip-off. So let's listen in to these lineups.
Number 23, Megan Sunk. Number 25, Paige Malone. And number 30, Abby Oberhelman. Coaches for the Indians are Robert Mask, Eric Francis, and Dave Dutcher. And now for our Panthers. Number 30, Isabel Landgraf. Number 4, Nanny Bacon. Number 2, Bianca Ramones. Number 10, Natalie Green. And number 23, Sydney Hurd. Managers tonight for the Panthers, Ellie Richardson, Claire Peterson, Alan Munchell. Coaches, Nick Landgraf, Leah Peterson, and Steve Young. Please stand and remove your caps and playing with the national team.
And welcome back to the Panther Pit. Just about to get tip-off underway here. Going to be a good jump off today. Sydney Hurd going to get a run for her money, but she will still tip it to Natalie Green, and the Panthers will start with the basketball. She'll give it up to Lamones in on the wing. Looking into Sydney Hurd on the free throw line. She's going to turn around, 3-foot line jumper, no good. Rebound is tied up between hands, and that's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to the Indians right away. Jansen bringing the ball up for the Indians. Inside to Oberhelman, trying to put a move on Sydney Hurd. Sydney Hurd too tall though. Gets the block and a rebound, and Natalie Green will bring it up. Tip by Jansen. She'll try to save it. She does. Natalie Green coming to the defensive side, and she's going to foul Jansen, and Jansen will go to the line for 2. And hopefully put the first points on the board. St. Mary's cannot afford to have careless passes like that tonight. Like I said in the pregame, the Indians are going to go for those steals, and they're going to get them if the Panthers have passes like that. So both free throws good for Jansen. And now the Indians will apply some full court pressure on the Panthers. Panthers heavily outnumbered here. Now they get some numbers. Over to Sydney Hurd, who gives it to Bacon in the middle. So they break the press, and Lamona's stopped on the block by, and that's going to be a travel, actually. She got stopped by Oberhelman and forced her to travel. She had nothing else to do with it. Indians will cause another turnover. Panthers in a little bit of a zone here. Indians are going to swing up top, and Jansen for three. No good. Neely Bacon almost gets the rebound, tipped out. And it will go to the Panthers. Indians going to stay in their little press on this sideline out of bounds. Natalie Green on the side now. She's going to take it up the side, gets trapped and fouled by Jansen. Natalie Green might have gotten bailed out there a little bit on the foul, but it will stay Panther ball nonetheless. So now inbounding it just a little bit further up now. Gets it to Hurd on the three-point line. Hands it off to Green. Green picks up her dribble. Looking to get it somewhere now. Nowhere really open. Hurd gets open though. She's going to one dribble over everybody else and fouled on the shot is Sydney Hurd. Sydney Hurd will go to the line for two on the Indian foul. That is Paige Malone on the foul. Her first. First free throw is good for Hurd. Gives the Panthers their first points of the game. Second one just a little short and grabbed by Sump. So Dutcher will go up, pass it to Jansen. Jansen from the mid-range, that's good, nothing but net. Indians are going to be a run and gun team. Try to cause turnovers and get as many fast break points as they can. A lot of bodies around Lamones, and she will get fouled. So that is the third foul for the Indians in the first 2 minutes of the game here. All on different players, though, so they are spreading out the fouls pretty well. I'm sure they wouldn't like to be in that position anyway, but tip by Dutcher. She's going to end up with it on the fast break, and layup is good. Nothing Green could do there to stop that. Panthers passing around in the press now. Sydney Hurd is too tall for the defender. She'll grab it, and then bounce pass could not be handled by Isabel Langgraf. Out of bounds, another Panther turnover. Now Dutcher will bring the ball up for the Indians. A lot of swinging going around. Dribble driving. Shot by Dutcher. Three-point shot is good. And there's a three-point shot we were waiting for from the Indians. Tip pass is stolen by the Indians again. Dutcher thought about it. Now she'll go up to Jansen. Jansen shoots, and that is also good. So back-to-back threes for the Indians, and that's going to cause the Panthers to take a timeout. 5:34 left here in the first quarter. Score is 12-1 in favor of the Indians. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit. Quick timeout there by the Panthers after the Indians came out firing, hit back-to-back threes to go up 12-1. We will start back here with Panther basketball, and a jump ball right off the gate. Ball was rolling around there for a little bit, didn't know where it was going to end up, and the Panthers will get the jump ball, so they will get to inbound it yet again. They do have 31 on the shot clock, so it looks like they're not going to reset. Green gets it into Bacon. Bacon barely gets it out of the trap. Lamona's two dribbles, picks it up. She might have walked with it there, and they're going to call another jump ball. So that is our third jump ball in the first 2.5 minutes of this game. And this one will go to the Indians. Avery Smith checking in for the Panthers. The Bianca Lamonas will sit down for a little. Jansen now with the ball. She'll drive on Bacon. Pass that out to Malone. Malone, three-point shot, no good. Tipped by the Panthers. Grabbed by Oberhelman. Back to Malone. Now Dutcher for three. She'll try again. In and out, no good. Toilet bowled. And it will be tipped by the Indians. Panther basketball. Green will take it out again for the Panthers. Stolen by Jansen on the inbounds. Malone will get it into Oberhelman. She'll be stopped by Sydney Hurd, but Jansen will drive. No good. Hurd with a rebound. That's going to be the key for the Panthers, is getting those stops. Obviously, it stops the Indians from scoring points, but it also stops the Indians from getting into that press. Bacon gives it to Landgraf on the free throw line. Now Green gets it into Hurd on the screen around. No good on the free throw line jumper. Rebound by Bacon. Bodies do hit the floor, and it will end up in the Indians' possession. Jansen corner pass to Malone. Malone for three. No good. Jansen gets the rebound into Sump. Sump with an easy basket off of the offensive rebound by the Indians. Indians now have 14. Green weaving between defenders. Now she'll get it into Bacon across the half-court line. Isabel Landgraf will hold up a three and bank it in. Grinnell College style there. Just put up the first three you can. It worked out for him that time, though. First made field goal for the Panthers. Dutcher will drive and pass it off to Malone. Malone will get it into Oberheiman. Get it back to Dutcher. She'll try another three. No good that time. Another rebound for Sydney Hurd. 10-point ball game here. Hurd telling Green to cut. Does give it back to her. Green will try to drive now, but stopped by Oberhelman. Jansen trying to reach for another steal there. Very aggressive defense here by the Indians, and then Jansen will end up with the steal. Fast break. Easy layup there for Jansen. And that will cause another Panther timeout. This will be another 30-second timeout, so we will take a quick commercial break here and be right back with the first quarter of action. And we are back for first quarter action between the Panthers and the Indians here in the Panther Pit. It has been an offensive showcase and defensive showcase, I could say, for the Indians so far. A lot of steals, a lot of good defense leading to easy baskets for the Indians. They are off to 16 points in the first quarter so far. And as I say that, they do cause another Panther turnover on the Lamones travel. Jansen will pick it up. Lamones will be all over her. Give it back to Jansen at the half-court line. She'll drive on Lamones. Kicks it out. Good ball movement here by Indians. Dribble drive. Blocked by Sydney Hurd. Rejected. And then into the hands of Natalie Green. And then they will call a foul on the Indians. So that'll be the Indians' fourth team foul of the first quarter. Something the Panthers can hopefully take advantage of is those fouls. Maybe get them a little scared to play that aggressive defense that they have been playing so far. Hurd sets the screen for Lamones. Passes a little bit off, but ends up in Green's hands still, and then that passes right into the hands of the Indians. Dutcher will go on the fast break. A little hezzy there, trying to get around Sydney Hurd. Get it back to Dutcher in the corner. Corner three for Dutcher, and that one is good. Dutcher now with 2 threes in the game. 2 threes and a layup, so Dutcher has 8 points. Lob it over to Hurd. Dutcher's coming fast, though. And then cannot be handled by Hurd, but it will end up in the Panthers' hands still. Avery Smith for the Panthers for a shot. No good. Rebounded by Sydney Hurd. O-board for her. She has been doing good on the glass so far this game. Now they get it to her on the inside. She's going to turn around from the left block. Turn around jump shot is good off the glass. Sydney Hurd makes her first field goal and gives herself 3 points on the game. Now the Indians will also go inside just to kick it back out. Little pump fake there and dribble drive, and no good. Sydney Hurd might have affected that one, but she couldn't be there for the rebound, so it will be an O-board and score for the Indians. Lamones passes it off of the Indians. It looks like might have been a kickball, but I don't know if the ref had an angle at that one, but he will call it out of bounds on the Panthers. A lot of subs coming in for the Indians, and no subs for the Panthers. Overhead pass to Dutcher. She thought about a three, gets it to Oberhelman. Oberhelman double clutches it and shot no good. Again, affected by Sydney Hurd. Bacon will have it now. She picks it up, gives it to Landgraf on the free throw line. Back to Bacon in the corner. Bacon will drive, picks it up, back to Landgraf. Landgraf shoots, misses everything. Dutcher the rebound, and she will go fast the other way. Pass it up ahead to Jansen. Jansen quite hold it in, and then Bacon will end up with a steal there on a little bit of an overhead pass, and we have another jump ball. This one will stay with the Panthers, so they will retain possession. Fans wanted a foul there, but I'm not sure Bacon really had full possession of it. She was touching it, but I wouldn't say she had full control of the basketball. Panthers break the press just to throw it away. Limones was not expecting that one. So just like that, another turnover for the Panthers. Indian basketball. Indians swing around. Oberhelman fire for three, and she will hit the back of the backboard. She's laughing about that one. Maybe wasn't her best attempt there. They can afford it though, especially with the defense they have been playing, and definitely her teammates have been picking up the offensive side of the game for her as well. Natalie Green will check back into the ball game, and it looks like the Indians will sub everyone out, all new people for the Indians. They do have 21 here in the first quarter to the Panthers 6, and it will be Indian ball. Panthers in a zone now. Looks like a little bit of a 1-1-3. Bank shot, almost good. 3-point bank shot, that is. Panthers will go the other way. Natalie Green putting the Jets on. 40 seconds left in the game. Pass is tipped into the hands of Bacon. She couldn't grab it. Seems to be a lot of that for the Panthers. They just got to get those passes in. Sometimes they're bad passes. Sometimes they just are bad catches. And by bad catches, I mean no catches at all. Sydney Hurd affects that shot but couldn't grab the rebound. A little bit of missed timing on the jump. But the Panthers will get the board eventually. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter now. Green almost gets it stolen but keeps it. Now she has nowhere to go with it. Does get it to Landgraf. And they are going to call a foul. Sydney Hurd trying to gain position inside there. A little bit too much contact for the ref's liking. So it will be the 15th foul on the Indians. Now Panthers inbounding it on the baseline. They get it to Sydney Hurd up top. Limones on the block. She puts a layup, no good. Rebounded by Landgraf. Back to Limones. Picks it up. And then Limones is going to travel with it. Picked it up, had nowhere to go, and just might have walked a little bit looking for something. So the Indians will have 3 seconds to get a shot off. Going to inbound it right away. 1 second. Shots up. Almost banked in, but not quite. So that's the first quarter of action. It is the Indians on top, 21-6. We will be right back after this commercial break for the start of the second.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit for the first half of our doubleheader tonight. It is the start of the second quarter. of the girls' game tonight. And right off the gate, we are going to get a rare Indian turnover. The Panthers will get possession 7 seconds into the second quarter. Green will drive up to the sideline, and she will get fouled. So that'll be 16 fouls with basically the entire second quarter left to go. One more foul, and the Panthers will be shooting free throws for the rest of this half. Like I said, something to take advantage of for the Panthers. Try to be a little bit more aggressive. Dribble drive. Sydney Hurd right here on the block. A little bit too strong. She's going to almost crawl it back. They're going to say off of the Indians. Panthers will inbound. Landgraf was wide open. Couldn't get it to her right away, though. She'll turn around, put up a shot. No good. Tipped out of bounds by the Indians. Panthers will inbound it on the baseline yet again. Just a little bit of a missed opportunity there for the Panthers on the inbound, as Landgraf was wide open. Just couldn't get it to her right away. Now Lamona's in at the block. She'll put a post move on. Oh, she had her. Good move. Couldn't quite put the ball in the hoop, though. That was a good move. Got the defender in the air and stepped through for the layup. No good. 3-point shot here for the Indians is also no good. They will get the O board. Drive. Kick out. Pump fake. Nothing there. They will swing it around yet again. Another pump fake for the Indians. Again, another kick out for three. That one's almost banked in, but not quite. And another O board for the Indians. That'll be easily blocked by Sydney Hurd. All she had to do was stand there for that one, and it was getting denied. Good pass there by the Indians. And that should be a travel. Yes, it was. And now the Indians will put their starters back into the game. Green will get it into Hurd, who's met by two defenders. Almost snatched by a third. And now they will get it to Landgraf. It's a 3-on-1 for the Panthers. See what they can do here. Landgraf's going to pull up from the mid-range. No good. Lamona's a rebound, though, and they're going to call yet another jump ball. If I had $1 for every jump ball there was tonight, no, I wouldn't be rich, but I have quite a bit of dollars. Lamona's will try to drive. That's going to be a carry, yep. Has not been very good taking care of the ball tonight. A lot of travels in there, a carry. Just got to be a little bit better than that. Be able to accept the pressure, be able to handle that. Indians will swing it around up top. Panthers in a 2-3 zone, it looks like. Malone for three, and that one's good. So she'll make the three and then get right into the press. And that will be a foul on the Indians. That is number 7, so the Panthers should be shooting free throws here. Will the Indians stay in the press break even with 7 fouls? I will say they are not much of foul trouble individually, but you don't want to be putting the Panthers at the free throw line every possession. It's going to slow the game down, and the Indians want to go fast and fast and fast. Interesting to watch. The second free throw is no good. So Bacon goes 1 for 2. Good job of getting the second free throw, though. Dutcher will drive, pass it to Oberhelman. Oberhelman will get blocked by Sydney Hurd. Again, another easy block for Hurd. Oberhelman tried to fade away on that one, but fadeaway isn't much when Sydney Hurd's in the post. Jansen up top now. She will spin, give it to Malone. Malone will drive. Might have had a lane there, but doesn't take it. Now will screen for Dutcher. Dutcher will drive, pass, and that's going to be a 3-second violation on the Indians. Turnover for them, Panther basketball. Panthers down 17 here. Lamonas will pass it up to Landgraf to break the press. Now Bacon on the wing. Now Landgraf looking to get it into Hurd, but tries to, does she? And another jump ball, so another $1 for me. This one will go to the Indians. and we will have a timeout. This will be a full timeout by the Panthers, I believe. We will be right back after this minute break to continue the second quarter.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching, one place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
And we are back with 5:35 left in the second quarter here. Indians will start with the ball to begin after the break. Jansen will try to drive. She will get around Bacon. Not quite, I guess. Malone will put up a three. No good. Rebound. Tips around a lot. Held in by Isabel Landgraf. And then they're going to call a travel. Not sure about that one. Looks like she was pushed down. You don't just fall down on your own. So the Indians will gain possession here. Malone up top now. Panthers in that 2-3 zone again. Get it to Jansen on the corner. Three. And that's good. Jansen's got 12 now on the game. She is the leading scorer for the Indians. And then a long pass for the Panthers. That'll be another turnover in the press break. So now Dutcher will gain. She'll try to turn on the Jets. Give it to Jansen on the dribble handout. Jansen will crossover. Blocked by Sydney Hurd. Sydney Hurd putting on a block fest tonight. Now Jansen will try a three. That one no good. Isabel Landgraf the rebound. No full court pressure there from the Indians that time. And Oberhelman will get an easy steal on Green. Green not really even trying, but she'll miss it anyway. Oberhelman mad about that one, and she will frustration foul on Green. Lucky break there for the Panthers, I will say, and Green will go to the line to shoot one, maybe two. Avery Smith checking back in for Lamones, and Oberhelman will go to the bench as well. Not a happy note for her to go to the bench, as she wished she could get that layup back. And Green will wish she could get that free throw back, but Bacon will end up with it and give it away to Dutcher. Dutcher will put the Jets on. She'll stop and pop for a three. That one is banked, almost in and out. Some with the rebound, fouled on the shot. She'll get two. That is only the second team foul for the Panthers of the half. So very opposite games so far here for each team on fouls. First free throw banked in by Sump. She's going to say, yeah, maybe got lucky on that one, but it went in nonetheless. A make is a make. Second one, see if she banks this one. Nope, she'll switch that one actually. So 2 for 2 from the line. One bank and one swoosh. Hurd will turn on the Jets, go the other way, gives it to Bacon on the layup, and that one's good. So good press break there by the Panthers to get 2 points. That is nearly Bacon's third points. Dutcher will stop and pop for a three again. Little long, no good. Green the rebound. Green almost has it stolen, but she'll give it to Hurd. Hurd will give it back to Green. That's almost stolen. Green will drive. Floater is up and good, so the Panthers now in double digits with 11 to the Indians 29. 4-0 run here by the Panthers. Dutcher will fake a shot, give it inside, and that's going to be a foul. Jenna Vanam will go to the free throw line. And the first one, nothing but net. That is good. Foul was on Isabel Landgraf for the Panthers. Second free throw. Again, nothing but net. So good trip there to the line. Panthers will high inbound it to Sydney Hurd. Sydney Hurd will get the sideline break and give it to Avery Smith. Avery Smith layup, no good. Rebound by Sydney Hurd. She'll put it up. No, rebound again by Sydney Hurd. She's tripped, and they're going to call a walk again. I don't know how you can keep calling travels if the opposing team is causing you to fall over. I mean, I'm no ref, but that's usually not how that works. 3 for the Indians. No good. Nothing but air that time. Blind pass will work out for the Panthers, and then a lot of passing to break the press break. Bacon will get it into Landgraf on the block. Dutcher with a steal. She'll go the other way. Gonna pass it up. No. Might have been a carry. Coach is calling for it. Still gonna end up in Panther hands though. Ref's taking a lot of heat so far this game. Panthers will have it here. Got it inside the Landgraf. Landgraf banked, no good. Jansen with the ball now. She'll drive, cross over. Picks it up, nowhere to go. Over to Dutcher on the wing. Dutcher will probably try to get around Green. Reverse layup, no good. Blocked again by Sydney Hurd. I don't know when you're going to learn that if Sydney Hurd's there, then you can't really get a shot off, and that's going to be another foul on the Indians. That'll be the 19th foul, one more, and the Panthers are in the double bonus. So Natalie Green will go to the line trying to redeem herself after not hitting the first part of the 1-and-1 last time. Lane violation on the Panthers there. Hurd jumped the gun. I would say a little bit too early, but it was a lot too early. Easy call there for the refs. Can't deny that one, I guess. Panthers in a little bit of a 2-3, maybe a 1-1-3. Starts off in a 1-1-3, then they sink back down in a 2-3. Sydney Hurd will try to contest the shot. Affects it. Doesn't block it, but still affecting a lot of shots here. Hurd has been making a name for herself on defense here tonight. Not so much offensively, but defensively, the Indians have felt her. Panthers will keep the basketball after it's out of bounds. And then Landgraf is wide open on the block. Get into her. Layup is not quite good. Lucky break there by the Indians as she couldn't put in that one. Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there on defense. Now Malone will try a 3. That one's no good. Hands were tangled up between Hurd and an Indian. And then we'll go out of bounds on the Indians, back to the Panthers. Minute 25 left in the first half now. And Landgraf will pass it right into the hands of the Indians. Picked up by Jansen. Over to the wing. 3-point shot. No good. Offensive rebound. And that's going to be a travel. Okay. Maybe a little bit of a makeup call there. Not sure. I guess the refs might be a little bit trigger happy tonight, calling the whistle on those travels. I think the NBA should take some notes, call a little bit more travels, but that's just me, I guess. Pass is deflected on the inbounds, but it will stay Panther basketball. Green gets it into Bacon. Bad place to be, but she gets out of it. Now over to Hurd. He'll have a wide open lane. Gives it to Lamones. Lamones will put up a shot and one. Lamones' shot is good. She's relieved to see that one go in. Finally gets her first points of the game, plus a chance to make it 3. finish the and one. Not quite off the back iron. Rebound goes to the Indians on Malone. Jansen will try to drive. Nothing there. Dribble driving across. Malone will do the same thing. Back to Jansen for the three. In and out. Hurd did not really see the shot go up. A little bit too late on the board. And that's going to be a foul on Hurd on the box out. Box out was a little bit too late, though, so I think that's why they're calling the foul. That will be Sydney Hurd's first. So good job from her so far of staying out of foul trouble. 3-point shot by the Indians. No good. Misses everything. Lamona's the rebound. Green will pick it up, give it back to Hurd. Hurd will meet an Indian defender and get it to Green. Tried to get it inside to Bacon, but no ma'am. And now Hurd will deflect the pass, and it will stay with the Indians. 28.5 left in the first quarter here. Inbound goes to Jansen. Indians will pass it back and forth, playing hot potato now. Jansen will drive, dish it inside on the drive, and layup is good. Good pass there by Jansen. That was Natalie Point with the basket there, off of the Jansen assist. Panthers now with 10 seconds left, ends up in the hand of Point again. And Hurd will get called with a block there. Her feet were completely set. Might have leaned over a little bit, but she will end up with a foul anyway. Now with 3 on the clock, Jansen will go, give it to Malone for 3. No good. Might have been tipped by Green there, but no good anyway. So at the half, lots of threes on the board here. Shots and score. Pocahontas Indians 33, Storm Lake San Mary's Panthers 13. Heading into the break here. We will step aside for a little bit of a break here ourselves. Be back for a halftime recap, and then after that, start of the second half. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit. It is halftime of the first part of our doubleheader tonight between the Storm Lake Samurais Panthers and the Pocahontas area Indians. I would like to give a shout out to a couple of our sponsors here real quick. First, the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. They are halftime, pregame, and postgame sponsors, so thank you to them. Also, the United Bank of Iowa. They are a scoreboard sponsor. So the scoreboard you see on your screen right now, big shout out to the United Bank of Iowa for making that a possibility. As for the basketball game, it has been all Indians so far as they are up by 20 points here at the half. Just a few notes for both teams here. Pokey, a lot of fouls there. They did okay, only got into the double bonus there at the end, but foul trouble could be a thing here for them if they continue to do so, to commit fouls, obviously. With that being said, pressure has been their biggest advantage so far on the Panthers. They've allowed a ton of turnovers, maybe not direct turnovers, but travels, bad passes, that sort of thing. Their pressure has been the focal point of the defense and the game so far, and it has allowed them to get easy buckets. For the Panthers, turnovers. It's been the same thing all year for them. Both boys and girls turnovers have killed them. They got to limit those turnovers, and with that just means taking better care of the ball. You know, you don't have to pass the ball all willy-nilly. You can be a little bit more conservative with it. You know, try to make smarter passes. Obviously, black jerseys are bad, white jerseys are good for the Panthers. So just try to avoid that. And then rebounds. Panthers have given up a lot of O boards. They have a few O boards themselves, but just need to do a better job on the defensive rebounds, trying to limit the second chance points of the Indians. So with that, we'll see what adjustments the Panthers can make and see if the Indians can keep the train rolling. We have about a minute 40 here left in the half. Again, my name is Mason Lavin. It is the Panther Pit tonight, and we'll be right back for the start of the second half of action.
Maybe you stole it, that's why he's mad, but maybe if you stole it, that's why he's mad.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit. We are just about to start the second half of the first part of our doubleheader tonight. The girls of Storm Lake Samurais Panthers versus the Pocahontas Indians. Panthers got a little bit of a deficit to overcome here in the second half, but they will start off with the possession and try to cut that lead down just a little bit here right off the gate. Indians now with 0 fouls on the board, and they will cause a turnover right away, so that deficit will not get cut. Malone with a nice easy steal and layup right away in the first 10 seconds for the Indians. And again, 3 defenders on Bacon. That'll be a jump ball, and that again will go into the hands of the Indians. If you're just joining us and didn't watch the first half of action here, there has been more jump balls than I can keep track of. And we're going to start off that way in the second half, apparently. Jansen's going to drive floater. No good. Only hits the backboard. Rebound by Oberhelman. And Shu will get the board to go. Passes way over Sydney's hurt hands. Natalie the Green laughing that one off. She knows that it's kind of hard to get a pass over Sydney Hurd, but she manages to do it that time. Panthers will go into a 2-3 zone here. See if that'll stop the Indians a little bit. They did this a little bit in the first half too. Not sure if there was much stoppage there, but it will cause a turnover on the over and back right away off the inbound. Dutcher was not expecting the pass from Sump. And here we are, Panther basketball at their own end. Landgraf will give it back to Green. Hurd looking to get it in, but she'll get it to Lamones instead. Shot is up, another and one for Bianca Lamones. She had 1 and 1 in the first half, and she'll get another one here to start the second. Foul is on Abby Oberhelm, and that'll be her third. Bianca Lamones could not pick up the and one in the first half. Will she this time? Yes, she will. So that is 5 points for Lamones. Dutcher one-handed pass over, deflected by Hurd. She didn't quite see it, but still got her hands on it. And then Green will deflect that one out of bounds. Panther bench happy about the defensive stance so far by them. Indians spreading the floor here against the zone. And then the three-point shot is up and good by Jansen. So Jansen now has 15, leading the way for the Indians. Bacon, no eyes in the back of her head that time. Didn't quite see it. Jansen gets it to Malone. Malone fumbles a little bit, but still retains it. A little bit of a reach there by Green, but nothing called. Cross-court pass to Dutcher. Dutcher will drive. Pass out to Jansen. Jansen will put up another three. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound by Oberhelman. Back to Dutcher in the corner. Sump not really looking to post up. Dutcher overheard that time. Doesn't get it. Sump another offensive rebound for the Indians. And then Malone will put up a shot. No good. Whose hands will end up in? They're going to say out of bounds as Oberhelman was holding onto the ball on the ground. Looks like her foot touched the line there. Fans want to travel. I don't know if they realize it's Panther ball anyway, so it really doesn't matter what it was. Refs were talking. I don't know what they were talking about. Pretty clear one there. Panthers get it in. Green will go up the right sideline now, and she will also step out of bounds. Ref really pointing that one out, and it will go back to the Indians. Jansen with the ball now, gives it to Dutcher. Indians loving the dribble handoff here. Jansen will try a three, no good, and another offensive rebound by the Indians, and that'll be a foul on Isabel Landgraf. That'll be 2 on Landgraf. Not many fouls for the Panthers here in the game, but they are only between 3 people. Oberhelman will get it in, and she will travel. Nothing you could do there with Sydney Hurd in your way. She's going to keep trying to get it, but just hasn't been able to so far. Good position there by Bacon, and that'll cause a Dutcher foul. So the Panthers will get the privilege of inbounding it yet again. And now Oberhelman will check out of the game for the Indians. Get it into Bacon. Bacon will dribble it up. Dutcher on her hip. Inside to Lamones. Kicked ball by the Indians. It will stay Panther basketball. Wicked pass there from the ref. Wasn't quite handled by the other ref though. Landgraf at the free throw line. Lamones almost had position there, but they will get it to Hurd. Hurd will bank in the post shot. Sydney Hurd, 5 points now, gives the Panthers 18 total. Down 22. Malone at the three-point line. She thought about it, not going to do it. Three-point shot now, no good. Offensive rebound, Dutcher. She'll put it up right away. And that's off the back iron, off the shot clock, out of bounds. Panther basketball. A little bit less pressure here now for the Indians until half court. Hurd has it on the wing now, gets it to Green. Green wide open, not going to shoot it though, gets it to Hurd. Hurd will put up the mid-range jumper, no good. And that should be out of bounds on Sump. Almost played volleyball with there, just slapped it out of bounds. Panthers taking it out on the baseline. Gets it into Hurd on the three-point line, into Bacon now. Cross-court pass, tipped and stolen by the Indians, and that should be an easy layup. 2 points for the Indians. That gives them 42 on the game, now a 24-point lead. Hurd, too big of a size there. Fans wanting to foul on the reach over. Not going to get it. Lamones will put the layup in. Some could not quite get to the ball for the block shot on that one. 7 points for Lamones. She's having a good night. That's going to be a travel on the Indians. Travel on Elena Kakacek, if I'm saying that right. So that will lead to a timeout. That'll be a full timeout. So we will be back after a minute break here in the Panther Pit on Fuller Digital.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
We are back, and right away off of the break is a Dutcher steal, and Indian layup, and one. Jansen with the scoop and score and the foul. Goes to the line for another. She's got 17. And that's going to be a timeout here. So we will send it off to a quick break. Right back.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
And we are back for the Jansen free throw. It is good. That gives the Indians a 25-point lead. They are more than doubling the Panthers' score at the moment. Good press break there by the Panthers. Hurd will try a, they're going to say offensive foul. I think it's going to be on Lamones. Kind of backed up, maybe a moving screen there. It is on Lamones. That is her first. Just trying to get a defender out of the way. Pass inside to Sump from Dutcher. Layup is good. Tough shot there by Sump, but she gets it to go. Might have been a little bit of a walk there, but we're not going to call it. Neely Bacon now for three. A little off. It'll end up being another jump ball. And the Panthers will get it this time. Some subs here for the Indians. Green to inbound. Nowhere really to go with this, so she just throws it in. Ends up in Indians' hands. Dutcher not going the way. Full court pass. Back to Dutcher at the top. She thought about taking the three, but isn't going to. She'll dribble it up top now. Back into the dribble handoff motion, but Hurd's going to be right there for the block on the dribble drive. And then Hurd with a rebound. Hurd will try to take it up herself, weaving between defenders, gives it to Bacon. Bacon will give it to Lamones. Lamones will get blocked. So good ball movement by the Panthers. Unfortunate that it ends up in a block shot. Smith will get it tipped, and that'll be yet another jump ball. This one will go to the Indians. Very easy to tell who the jump ball is going to go to, as they happen about every 30 seconds. Dutcher will drive, give it to the wing. She'll drive, wing again inside the post. Hurd defensive stand. Good job there. Floater there for the Indians, and that's good over Hurd. Hurd couldn't quite get there in time. And then tough pass. Trying to thread the needle. She does, and it's going to end up in a Pocahontas foul. That is only their third of the half. And that is Dutcher's third. She will sit. Pressure there by the Indians. They do get it out. Avery Smith now a shot, no good. Rebound, offensive board by the Panthers. That's put up and in by Neely Bacon on the O board and points. Jansen will take a screen at the top now. Hezzy there. Gives it inside to her teammate. She'll drive. Sydney Hurd with a big rejection there. Stays in Indian hands. Jansen now a floater, and that's good. So good rejection there by Hurd. Just unfortunate to end up in the Indians' hands still. Not much you can do if you're Hurd there, though. Just live with the block. Now to Neely Bacon for three. That's going to doink off the rim and no good. And we're going to have another jump ball. This one's going to go to the Panthers. Don't even have to look at the scoreboard to tell you. Green will inbound again, gets it into Hurd right away. Hurd puts it up, no good on the bank shot. Indians will go the other way. Hezzy up top. Dribble drive again by Oberhelman. She'll get it to the corner three shot. No good, almost banked in, but not quite. And then the O board and shot is good for the Indians. And the Green barely gets over the line. Hurd at the free throw line now. She puts up a shot. Ref signaling something. Not going to call a foul for some reason, but looked like there was a lot of contact on that one. Sydney Hurd has not been much of an offensive factor this game. Defensively, she has been, though. And now she'll end up on the ground with the ball. Let me guess, jump ball. This one's going to go to the Panthers. Could have swore it just went to the Panthers, but not sure it's really going to matter in this game, but it'll end up Panther basketball nonetheless. Tip by the Indians. Yep, they should not call the backcourt. They don't. Tipped again. Easy steal for Oberhelman. She's going to have a layup redemption shot, and she misses another layup on the fast break. That is Oberhelman's second missed layup on fast breaks. She's probably wishing she could get two of them back now. 3-point shot by the Indians. No good. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter now. Panthers dribbling it up. Green looked to push and then didn't. No look pass there by Hurd. Green corrals in the pass. Hurd now with the post. Dribbles once, no good. Green thought of a shot. Easy tip pass there for the Indians. Gets it to Oberhelman. Oberhelman will give it back. Inside floater. Bank shot no good. Offensive rebound, and that one is good. That is Jenna Van with the O board and the shot. Sydney Hurd will just put it up at the buzzer. No good. Oberhelman gets the board at the end of the third quarter. Lots of subs coming in for the Indians to start the fourth, and we will be right back after this minute break for the start of the fourth.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching, one place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back to the last quarter of action in the first game of our doubleheader tonight between the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the Pocahontas area Indians. Indians will get the ball to kick off the fourth quarter. They got a huge lead right now, 23 going into the fourth. So unless the Panthers can pull out some sort of miracle comeback here, it's not looking good for them. 3-point shots no good by the Indians. Hurd will end up with the rebound and then hand it right off to Green. Green with no one in front of her. Now someone is. Sump gets there. Gives off to Lamones. Lamones having a good night. Leading scorer for the Panthers right now is 7. Green will drive. Stop there. Hurd inside. Layup. No good. Almost. Rolled around a while there on the rim, but didn't quite drop. But she will go to the line for 2. First free throw is up, and that's good. Off the back rim and in for Sydney Hurd, so she will get 6, looking for 7. Second free throw is also good, so not quite the and one she was looking for, but still comes away with 2. Jansen on the corner now, she'll drive. No look pass into Sump, and Sump will not really see it coming. It'll be out of bounds on the Indians. No full court pressure by the Indians. Wouldn't be surprised if they do some half court pressure. Not quite. I don't know if Sump wasn't ready for it or if they're out of it. Now they will pressure Green nonetheless. Hurd almost falling away. Good thing she has her dribble. Now she'll put the Jets on drive. Put one up. Fouled again. She'll go back to the line for 2. Looking to get her 8th and 9th point of the game. She went 2 for 2 last time from the line. See what she can do here. First free throw, a little bit too much arc on that one, led to a little bit of a short shot, so first free throw is no good. Second one. That one hits the rim and the backboard and drops. So that'll give Hurd 8, and now she is the leading scorer for the Panthers. They get into Sump. Hurd is right there, turn around, 3-point shot for the Indians, and that's good. That is Kaylin Reed, her first points of the game. Lamone is dribbling it now for the Panthers, hands it off to Green. Green will get it to Bacon on the short corner. Bacon put up a layup, blocked by Sump. Easy rejection there for Megan Sump. Huge height advantage there for her. It will stay Panther basketball, and Green will inbound. And now they'll try to get into Hurd, but stolen by Malone. Malone will get trapped. Good pressure here by the Panthers, and the Indians will call a timeout to avoid that. So it will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick short break and be right back with the rest of the fourth quarter.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit. It did turn out to be a full timeout, so a little bit longer of a break than we expected there, but we are back to the action here. Backcourt pass there for the Indians is stolen by the Panthers. Now they will go the other way. Green with a wide open left lane, not going to take it. Now Hurd will go drive towards the middle. She'll put one up off the back iron, no good. Good shot attempt though for Hurd. Dutcher will put the Jets on now. Gets stopped in her tracks by Hurd. Hit a brick wall there. That's going to be a no call. And they're going to say out of bounds on the Panthers. Not sure how that happened, as it looked to be a pass by Dutcher, but I don't know. Maybe they just felt bad for Dutcher and decided to give it to the Indians. Really got trucked there by Hurd. Now they'll get it in. Oberhelman on the three-point line. She'll drive. Nothing there because Hurd is there. Three-point shot now for the Indians is good. As Delaney Jansen, so the other Jansen for the Indians, gets on the board with three. Hurd will fake a pass and drive in. Nice drive. Can't quite put the layup in. It'll end up in the hands of Oberhelman and the Indians. Oberhelman for three now. See if she can put that in off the front rim. A little short, no good. Back into the hands of Oberhelman. Another three-point shot for the Indians. That one's also no good. A rebound goes to Sydney Hurd. Natalie Green dishes it off to Hurd. Back to Green. Back to Hurd. Hurd turnaround blocked. Not too many times is Sydney Hurd getting a block, but rejected on that one by Jenna Von Am. Oberhelman with a shot, no good. A lot of bounces off the rim there and doesn't quite drop. Four and a half left. Oberhelman on the steal. See if she can go and make this one. She does. So she puts a fist in the air. Missed the last two fast break attempts, but decides to put that one in. Happy with herself for not going 0 for 3 on those tonight. Hasn't really affected the game too much, but good for her nonetheless. It will be another St. Mary's turnover. Some subs coming in for the Panthers. Ashley Cruz will check in for the first time tonight. She'll defend the ball up top there. Green goes for a steal, doesn't quite get it. Over to the corner, now into Oberhelman on the post. She'll dribble around. Pass is deflected by Hurd. Three-point shot for the Indians. That's good. Natalie Point gets her 5th point of the game. No pun intended. Hurd will drive. Now she's short corner. She gets fouled. A lot of contact there. Pocahontas fans want a little bit of a push-off, maybe an offensive foul, but defender got in her way. That is the 6th team foul. I will note it is a running clock now in the game with under 3 minutes left to go. Panthers will inbound. And Limones will travel yet again. Looks like the bench is in for the Indians now. I'm guessing they're going to keep them in for the rest of this ball game. Panthers still with some starters out there. Good ball movement here by the Indians. Stopped by Hurd. Three-point shot for the Indians. No good. Good hustle there, but she will be out of bounds. Delaney Jansen goes for the O board. And just a little bit too much steam going out of bounds there on the attempt. Green will stop, give it to Hurd. Hurd will drive, puts it up, and she'll get fouled. Lands on a pokey defender. So a lot of bodies on the floor there, but it'll end up being Sydney Hurd at the free throw line. She'll try to get into double digits on the game tonight. First attempt is no good, off the back rim. That foul was on Kaylin Reed. It was her first. 7th for the Indians in the half. Second free throw is no good, but the Panthers will be shooting free throws on every foul from here on out. Not sure how many more there will be. Stop by Hurd. Indians retain possession though. Floater over Hurd now. Bank shot no good. And Cruz with the rebound. Hurd will bring it up herself now. See if she can put a move on. She does. Reach in foul by the Indians. Hurd will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Hopefully redeem herself from last time. Not quite sure what happened there. But so the Panthers only had 4 defenders out there. Not sure why Hurd didn't get the free throws though. But the Panthers will empty the bench. So both benches out there now with about a minute left in the game. Ball almost turns it over, but Green will put up a shot, no good. Rebound by the Indians. Cruz with some good defense there. Also good defense by Natalie Green. Cannot get to it though. Cross court pass for the Indians. Dribble drive, good pass inside, not quite reachable though for the Indians. And that's a turnover. 20 seconds left in the game now. Panthers will have the ball. Good backdoor pass cut there by Natalie Green. She'll give it up to Harley Doyle. Harley Doyle not quite on line. Indians will look up at the clock and just run it out to finish the ball game. So final score of the girls game, 66 Indians, Panthers 25. So the Indians kind of ran away with that one, started in the first and they just kept rolling with it there. So up next, we will have the second half of our doubleheader tonight between the boys game. I will not be calling that one. My associate Christian will be calling that. So I'll give it over to a little bit of a commercial break, and he'll be back with the start of the boys game.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching, one place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
And welcome back to Storm Lake St. Mary's versus Pocahontas Area Community Basketball. Just before the boys game starts, we'd like to give a little bit of a pregame show. So these two teams come in with a combined record of 1-26. The only win between these two teams, Pocahontas Area beat 1-13 Southeast Valley on Tuesday. So this should be a very, very interesting game as these two teams both have not had really great seasons. They're very talented teams, just not had great seasons. Pocahontas at least came up short just a few times. Have had a lot of really good games, but just cannot close those games out. Like I said, two teams coming in with a combined record of 1-26. Leading scorers, at least, so for Pocahontas, Ethan Behrens, 182 points. That is almost 100 more than second place. So Ethan Behrens, definitely one to watch out for. Bennett Smith, 169 points. He leads the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers with 42 points. Starting lineups for the two teams, starting with Pocahontas. Gabe Ean, he started all 13 games he's played this season. Blake Roberts has also started all 13 games he's played this season. Chase Flattery, he's played 13 games, has started 11 of them. Jackson Flattery, he's played in 13 games, has started 11 of them. And Ethan Behrens, as I previously mentioned, he's played in 13 games, has started in 12 of them. For your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, John Heitman, he started all 12 games he's played. Lane Carlson, John Heitman has started all 13 games he's played. Lane Carlson started all 13 games he's played. Aiden Cavazos, he started all 13 games he's played. Jesus Mendelez, he's played in 12 of them. He started 6 of them. He'll start tonight. And Ben Smith has started all 13 games he's played in. So, for Storm Lake St. Mary's, very normal starting lineup. For Pocahontas, very much the same. There's about a minute 50 left. The shoot-around. We'll take a short commercial break, come back for the official lineups, and then the tip-off. So you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be right back.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
And welcome back, folks.
Reminder that we play the home games this Saturday at 1 and 2:30 against Arriva. 1 o'clock Varsity girls, and then followed by 2:30 Varsity boys. Again, that's Saturday, 1:28.
And as you just heard, Storm Lake St. Mary's AD reminding the fans that they do have a home game on Saturday. At least from Mason and I, we will not be broadcasting that game. Not sure if Full Digital Solutions will or not. The buzzer goes off to end the shoot-around, so here are the official lineups.
Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers versus Pocahontas Area Indians. Starting lineup for Pocahontas Area. Number 0, Gabe Aiden. Number 2, Blake Roberts. Number 10, Chase Flaherty. Number 11, Jackson Flaherty. And number 44, Ethan Behrens. Coaches for Pocahontas Area, Ryan Friesner, Brett Johnson, Jim Murray, and John Herrick. Now, Pocahontas St. Mary's Panthers. Number 34, Jesus Menendez. Number 19, John Heitman. Number 20, Lane Carlson. And number 42, Bennett Smith. Coaches for our Panthers are Peyton Howard and Evan Krause. Good luck both teams. Let's play some ball.
So as you just heard the official lineups there, tip-off will be coming in just a few moments here. Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, they're praying together, usual pregame tradition. Pocahontas area, they're immediately ready for the tip. It looks like taking the tip will be Ethan Behrens. So Ethan Behrens, the junior, taking the tip. On the Storm Lake St. Mary's side, Bennett Smith, he'll be the one for the taking the tip there, and he does knock the ball away, but Pocahontas area picks it up, so Pocahontas will get the first possession. And on the first possession, Ethan Behrens drives in, rebounded by Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith, he'll bring it up. Bennett Smith, he passes over to nobody in particular. Student section's over there, but I don't think he meant for the ball to go there. That's a turnover. Pocahontas, they get the ball right back. So as you were watching the girls' game was very competitive. Hoping the boys' game can be a little bit closer for the Panthers. But, I personally think that this game will be very competitive as, these two teams haven't had the best seasons, and either one of them could very realistically win tonight. So this will be one to keep on the TV the whole time. Heitman, he looks around, gives a few directions to his teammates. Heitman, he does not pick up a dribble. He drops his dribble. He passes it off to Carlson. Carlson gives it to Cavazos. Cavazos finds Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Pocahontas. Ethan Behrens, he's going to bring it up. Ethan Behrens drives in. Stopped by Bennett Smith for just a moment there, but Ethan Behrens puts up a floater. It's good. 2-0, Pocahontas. Then Heitman brings it up, tries to give it to Lane Carlson. Lane Carlson eventually gets it, but a little bit of trouble there. Carlson gets it to Jesus Melendez. Melendez gives it right back to Carlson. Carlson to Heitman. So Heitman, he'll look around, see what he can do with the possession. He uses it to Cavazos. Cavazos tries to get to Ben Smith. Can't. And there's going to be a jump ball as Jesus Melendez ties it up with Blake Roberts. So jump ball. Arrow is favoring Storm Lake St. Mary's at the moment. So Storm Lake St. Mary's, they'll get the ball right back. Ben Smith immediately gets the inbound. Shot no good. Shot by Pocahontas. It's good, 4-0. Scoring there was Chase Flaherty. So Flaherty with 2. Ethan Behrens with 2. So far equally split among the Pocahontas scorers. Ben Smith puts up a nice mid-range. It's good. So possession arrow now favors Pocahontas. Don't believe you're going to see that on your graphic from here on out, but arrow does favor Pocahontas right now. Pocahontas takes the shot. They make it. It's 6-2. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they bring it up. Let's see what Carlson can do. Carlson, he gives it to Heitman. Heitman right back to Carlson. Carlson into Melendez. Out to Carlson. Carlson, no good. And Pocahontas will just let it go out of bounds. Pocahontas, they're going to bring it up. Pocahontas drives in. Layup is good. And to the ground goes Heitman. Heitman knocked to the ground on that drive in. It's 8-2. Cavazos tries to drive in. Fakes that one, gives it to Ben Smith. Ben Smith drives in instead, misses, gets his own rebound. Puts it up, shot no good, gets his own rebound once more, and has it slapped out of his hands. St. grabs that rebound. They pass it around, and a shot by, I believe that was John Heitman. He drives in, he makes it. Shot is good, and he'll go to the line for one more. or apparently not. They waved off the shot. One of the refs signaled basket was good, but they ended up waving off the shot. So no shot made. Just an inbounds pass. Foul by Ethan Behrens now. Stole the ball, but fouled on the steal. So Stone Lake St. Mary's keeps the ball. Still a little bit confused how the shot that was ruled good was so quickly waved off right afterwards. Stone Lake St. Mary's passing around a little bit. It's intercepted by Pocahontas. Pocahontas can bring it up. They have the numbers. Carlson tries to contest it. His effort's no good. It's 10-2 Pocahontas. And Stone Lake St. Mary's is going to take a timeout. We'll see if this is a 30 or full. It's going to be a full timeout. So we'll take a minute commercial break and be right back here on Full Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back to this beautiful Storm Lake, Iowa. Just joining us, 4:19 left here in the first quarter. Score is 10-2 in favor of Pocahontas. And there's a whistle. Not sure what the whistle was for, but anyway, inbound Stone Lake St. Mary's. Just joining us, did miss a little bit of a pregame show, and to mention that these two teams come with a combined record of 1-26. So this should be a very, very competitive game, as Pocahontas looks to get second round of the season. Stone Lake St. Mary's looks to just break through. Stone Lake St. Mary's, good passing. You have to give them that. They are really good at passing. Just have had some bad luck with shots made. And as I say that, Heitman, I believe that was Heitman, takes a three-point jump shot, nothing but air. He misses it. Pocahontas, they drive it down the court, and they drive that one for two. It is 12-2. A little bit of struggles bringing it up, but they do get it across. They do get an opportunity to look for a shot. Stone Lake St. Mary's just looking around, seeing what they can take. Ben Smith puts it up. No good. Rebound by Ethan Behrens. Shot was tipped. Ben Smith's shot was tipped, so not really a great looking shot there, but like I said, was tipped a little bit, so can't really fault him for it not going in on that one. So far, a fairly clean game. Stone Lake St. Mary's has one foul. Pocahontas has two. So neither team in any trouble really for fouls. As I say that, Stone Lake St. Mary's, they draw their second foul. It looks like it's going to be that's going to be on Heitman. So Heitman, he gets his first. The other foul is on Cavazos. So Cavazos with one foul, Heitman with one foul. That being it for Stone Lake St. Mary's. Bad pass is going to lead to no call. That should have been an over in the back. Stone Lake St. Mary's did not touch it. And a travel on the Pocahontas end leads to a turnover. Heitman, that's not Heitman, that's Carlson. He'll bring it up. Carlson, he looks around, gets it to Cavazos. Cavazos to Heitman. Heitman, what's he going to do? Heitman just looking around. He gets to Cavazos. Cavazos back to Heitman. Back to Cavazos. Stolen by Pocahontas. Pocahontas will bring it up. And they are going to make the layup easy. Blake Roberts with an easy layup. He gets his first points on the night. So it's 2-14 here with 2:20 left in the first quarter. Ben Smith takes a three-point shot. Far short. Rebounded by Ethan Behrens. Behrens puts it up. Layup is good. 30-second timeout now on the Storm Lake St. Mary's end. And we'll take that timeout with them. You're watching Bantha Basketball on Full Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
The free throw line. Weird. All right. And welcome back. 30-second timeout for Storm Lake St. Mary's. Talk it over. Just try to figure out some strategy. And on their first play, they draw a shooting foul. So Heitman, he's going to go to the line for two. John Heitman, he is 50% from the free throw line. According to my stat sheet, he's 8 for 16. So Heitman, not automatic, but definitely not a bad free throw shooter, shall we say. He is 50%. That's roughly about average, I would say. He makes that first free throw. He makes the second one. His percentage will go up just a little bit. And he does not make it, so 50% free throw percentage will remain. Bennett Smith, he gets the rebound on the missed free throw. He goes up, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. That foul is on Blake Roberts, so Blake Roberts gets his first foul. Previous foul was on Ethan Behrens. Ethan Behrens has two. So Bennett Smith, he'll be shooting from the free throw line. He misses that first one. Bennett Smith, 60% from the line this year, 36 for 60, going to my stat sheet. So Bennett Smith, kind of like Heitman, not automatic, but definitely not someone you hate seeing at the line. He drains on the second one. It's 16-4. So two trips to the free throw line without having to cross the half court line results in two made free throws, two missed free throws, and hopefully this can be a start of something for Storm Lake St. Mary's. On the other end, Pocahontas area, they put it up. That's Gabe Ean. Gabe Ean for 2 points. He made it. It's 18-4. Storm Lake. Little bit of confusion of whose ball that was going to be. Sounded like one of the refs said it was going to be white ball, and then he got overruled. So Pocahontas ends up getting the ball. Gabe Bean drives in. He is fouled. Looks like the foul's going to be on Cavazos. It is on Cavazos. So Cavazos gets his can do here. Pocahontas, they faked the three. They drove in. They're going to take a three this time, but it's not going to count. And refs are discussing something. I wish we had a ref mic so we could hear what they were saying. Stay quiet. So they're saying the clock stopped. Saying the clock inadvertently stopped, so they had to take 3 seconds off of the game clock. So 1:24 left. Shot clock is at 29. Pocahontas. So they're going to do here, so if they drive in, maybe pass it out. They passed out. See if they take a three. If they drive, they are going to pass it in. Bennett Smith draws the foul. And to the line will go Colin Dreeth. So the freshman, he started one game, has played all 13. Dreeth, 57.1 from the line, 4 for 7. So not a huge sample size, but if you're Pocahontas, you don't necessarily mind seeing him at the free throw line. He can make them. He makes that first one. See if he makes the second one. He does not make the second one, so his free throw percentage will go down just a little bit. And now there's a foul It's going to be Pocahontas. Foul is on Kale Hull. So Hull with his first foul. That's Pocahontas' 15th foul for the half. So 2 more. That puts Storm Lake St. Mary's in the 1-1 bonus. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they have almost no trouble getting it over. But they have a little bit of trouble once they get across the line trying to figure out where their ball needs to go to, who needs to take that shot. And my point proven right there. Bad pass leads to a turnover. And a shooting foul. Foul's going to be on Cavazos. So Cavazos with his second foul. His third foul. So Cavazos already has 3. And he sends, see what this is on. It looks like number 11. So that is Jackson Flaherty. So Jackson Flaherty to the free throw line. He makes that first one. He is 81.8% from the free throw line. That is, before that first free throw, that is 9 for 11. So he is almost automatic. Definitely someone you love seeing on the free throw line if you're Pocahontas, and someone you don't like seeing the free throw line if you're Storm Lake St. Mary's. So it's 21-4. Final seconds kind of ticking away. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pocahontas steals the ball. See what they do here. They turn it over. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're going to bring it across with numbers for a second. They lose the numbers after a few seconds. And Pocahontas, they get a rebound. They bring it right back over. They take a 3-point shot. Flaherty, no good. Rebounded by Pocahontas. No, out of bounds. 22.3 seconds left on the game clock. Shot clock is turned off. Storm Lake St. Mary's has possession. See what they can do here. They get it to Carlson. Carlson, see what he does. He gets trapped. He passes just up to Ben Smith. Oh, Ben Smith puts one foot across the line, 1 foot not across it. Very close to being a backward violation. No call, though. Takes a shot. Shot's no good. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Shot for 3. Shot's no good. And clock expires just as Drees takes a layup after clock expires, so it's no good. There's a minute-quarter break. We'll take it with them. You're watching Panther basketball.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
And welcome back. There's about 20 seconds left here in the quarter break. I would like to thank all our advertisers that make this broadcast possible, and hope you will support them as they support us. Under 10 seconds now here in the quarter break. Huddle's talking about some game plans. Storm Lake St. Mary's probably talking about how they need to get back in this game. Pocahontas is probably talking about, well, let's hold on to this 17-point lead. You hold on to this lead, you get your second win in 3 days. You improve your record to 2-13. It's a start, and maybe as you push towards the end of the season, you can get a few more wins and maybe draw a little bit better spot come playoffs. Storm Lake St. Mary's, you got to overcome this. Just break through, get that first win. I mean, you get that first win, maybe a few more will follow, and maybe you can draw better for the playoffs. So, personally, I think that this could be really fun to watch as these teams battle and hope to get some momentum started tonight. Possession arrow did not change upon the inbounds to start the quarter. So a little bit of confusion on whose ball it was. It should have been Storm Lake St. Mary's, and they did give it to Storm Lake St. Mary's. St. Mary's inbounds it. It's stolen. Pocahontas, they put it up for a shot. Shot's good. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they inbound it. They pass it all the way down, and they just can't get their shot to go. Melendez takes a layup. Layup was no good. Pocahontas takes a three. 3-point is no good. As a foul, looks like the foul is going to be on number 11. That is Jackson Flaherty. So Flaherty, that is his second foul. So Jackson Flaherty, a freshman, already a varsity starter, so he has definitely some promise for the remaining 3 1/4 years. And now I say that Stone Lake St. Mary's, they're going to take a 30-second timeout, talk some things over. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching Panther Basketball on Full Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
And welcome back. 7:23 here left in the second quarter and the first half. Just join us, like I said, 7:23. Pocahontas area leads 25-4. Pocahontas 1-13 on the season. Stone Lake St. Mary's 0-13 on the season. Many thought this game would be a little bit closer. Pocahontas has just proved to be on fire from, all over the court. Stone Lake St. Mary's had a little bit of trouble. The score doesn't really show just how close this game really has been. These two teams have played amazing. Shot clock's ticking away. Stone Lake St. Mary's has to get something off. 3 seconds left. Carlson, he needs to take it. Turnover. Desperation turnover. Pocahontas, they steal it. They put it up. So that's going to be 2 more points for Pocahontas. Brennan Smith sets a screen, tries to help Carlson get across. Carlson does get across. He gives to Heitman. Heitman to Carlson. Carlson for 3. 3 shot, no good. Pocahontas rebounds. They're going to bring it down now. And air ball. Air ball by Pocahontas. So rebound Stone Lake St. Mary's. So just see what Heitman does. He gives it to Carlson. Carlson into Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith up. No good. Air ball rebounded by Pocahontas. Ben Smith a little bit slow getting up. Don't blame him. That was a hard fall he took. Now a double dribble on the Pocahontas end. That's going to be a turnover. 6:05 left here in the second. St. Mary's ball. Stone Lake St. Mary's, they need to bring it up. Full court press by Pocahontas. Pocahontas has been doing it all night. And foul on Pocahontas. That is the 7th team foul. John Heitman will go to the free throw line to take a 1-and-1 shot with 5:59 left in the second quarter. Stone Lake St. Mary's, for 5 minutes and 59 seconds of game time, has free throws after every foul. Stone Lake St. Mary's, they need to use it. They need to use those free throws they're getting for free to capitalize. Heitman, he is 50% from the line this season. His percentage going to go down a little bit. He misses that first free throw, so no second one. Tie up. The tie up, that's going to... Oh, no tie up. Foul on Heitman. Heitman tried to steal the ball after his missed free throw. That is Heitman's second, so Heitman called for the foul. Stone Lake St. Mary's has 16 fouls, so essentially the rest of the way, you hear a whistle for a foul, we're going to the free throw line. Shot by Pocahontas while I was explaining the foul situation. Goes down. Pocahontas increases the lead to 25. So Pocahontas so far dominating this game on the scoreboard at least. Steal by Pocahontas. See what they do with this one. Number 10, that is Chase Flaherty. He's a freshman. And once again, another varsity starter. So the Flaherty brothers, both freshmen, both varsity starters, have a lot of promise for this Pocahontas team for the next 3.5 years. Bennett Smith thought there was going to be a teammate there for him to pass to. There wasn't. He picks up his own pass. The ref kind of just gives it a shrug if it's a double dribble or not. So Ben Smith does pass it out. Eventually gets to Carlson. Carlson drives in. Is fouled. Fouled by Ethan Behrens. That's Behrens' third. So Carlson, he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Carlson, 44% from the line this season. He misses that first one. Just hope he can make that second one. Percentage will go up just a little bit. He drains the second one. So deficit's cut to just 24. Carlson, his free throw percentage will go up just a little bit. Flirty drives in. That was Chase Flirty that drove in. He's fouled. That's going to be the 7th team foul on Stone Lake St. Mary's. So this is a 2 free throw trip, but any non-shooting fouls from now on will result in a 1-and-1 opportunity for Pocahontas. Chase Flirty, 66.7% from the line. He drains that first one. Small sample size, only 4 for 6 before that free throw. Now 5 for 7, obviously. Makes the second one. That free throw percentage goes up to 75%. He makes it. His free throw percentage now goes to 75%. 75%. So pretty good for him. Stone Lake St. Mary's had a little bit of trouble. Bennett Smith for 3. Shot is off the glass. Rebound by Pocahontas. Just a heads up, like see Stone Lake St. Mary's, they're planning to bring in Ivan Del Villar. So Del Villar coming in for St. Mary's next dead ball. And that next dead ball happens to be a jump ball in favor of. Arrow says it's in favor of Pocahontas. So Pocahontas, they'll get the ball after that jump ball. Ben Smith, he comes out in favor of VR. So VR out. So, excuse me. VR in, out Ben Smith. Stone Lake St. Mary's having just a whole lot of trouble. Pocahontas, they bring it up. Chase Flirty passes it off. Wisely passes it off. Eventually the ball gets back to him. He misses a 3-point jump shot. But his teammate, that's Caleb Roberts, he rebounds it. Roberts puts it back up. The Stone Lake St. Mary's just did not have a great defensive effort that trip down. Drive up by Stone Lake St. Mary's and John Heitman. He's fouled by Cale Hull. So Hull with his second foul. Heitman, he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Like I said, Heitman earlier. 50% from the line obviously isn't now. Did miss that first free throw. He misses the first free throw again. And after missing it, Carlson, he tries to grab the rebound. Can't quite get it under control. It goes out of bounds. And will be Pocahontas ball. So Pocahontas, they bring it up. And then they bring it up. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Storm Lake St. Mary's ball once more. And 30-second timeout. I believe that was called by Pocahontas area. So we'll take that timeout with them. We got some bills to pay. You're watching Panther Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions. And we are back. Just join us. You missed a really good girls game broadcasted by Stone Lake St. Mary's basketball legend Mason Lavin. Career put up 1,000 points plus in his career. So Mason Lavin, Stone Lake St. Mary's legend, came back to broadcast the girls game tonight. But we're at the boys game now. The second half for a doubleheader. It's 33-5 in favor of Pocahontas. That's with 3:30 left here in the second quarter. So, Storm Lake St. Mary's, they need to get something going. And that something will not be going this time around as out of bounds goes. I believe that was number 30. That is Dylan Martin. So Dylan Martin just steps out of bounds. Chase Flirty puts up a mid-range jump shot. Shot is no good. And the 10th team foul for Pocahontas with 3:16 left of the game. Sorry, 3:16 left in the quarter, so 3:16 game time. 10th team foul. That is automatically 2 free throws. So for 3 minutes and 16 seconds of game time, Stone Lake St. Mary's gets 2 freebies at the charity stripe every foul. And Bennett Smith, he misses that first one. Was 60% from the line to start the night. Don't believe that is true now. Believe that is going to be just a little bit lower. But he does have an opportunity to make one here. Just make something. And he does. He makes that second one, 33-6. So as stated earlier, every whistle is going to result in free throws. And Jackson Flaherty, he drove in, tried to get his own rebound, couldn't do it. And Flaherty just frustration foul. That'll send Ben Smith to the line. So Jackson Flaherty has 3 fouls. His brother has none. The Flaherty brothers have combined for 14 of Pocahontas' 33 points. So a very dynamic duo out there. Ben Smith, he'll take some more free throws. He misses that first one. Substitutions. Out goes, that's Chase Flaherty in favor of Caleb Hubble. So Hubble makes his first appearance, I believe, of this game. Pocahontas bring it up. See where they go with this. They get to Hubble. Hubble, he immediately passes it off. 3-point jump shot off the top of the backboard. No good. Top of the backboard is not out of bounds. Behind the backboard on top of the shot clock is. So off the top of the backboard stays live ball. But there's a foul. That's going to be on Dylan Martin. So that's Martin's first. Going to the line is Christian Valenzuela. So Valenzuela, a freshman, 100% from the free throw line. And I jinxed him. He was 100% from the free throw line coming tonight, and I just jinxed him. He makes that second one, though. So, down from 100% to 66.7%. That's still not a bad average. 66.7%. I'd take that free throw shooting percentage any day of the week. A drive in by, that is Heitman. Ends up getting Stone Lake St. Mary's 2 points. And a jump ball on a missed 3-point jump shot. That's going to be Pocahontas ball. That does not make sense. So that is twice now. That is twice that the scoreboard operators have forgotten to switch the arrows. And it's led to the wrong team getting the ball. Albeit the mistake has benefited one team each time. But Stone Lake St. Mary's just had a possession taken away from them, and they fouled. Cavazos just got his 4th foul. That's the 19th foul for Stone Lake St. Mary's. So, the rest of the fouls the rest of the way going to be 2 free throws automatically for both teams. So Cavazos comes out of the game. Free throws, they're part of an and one. Part of an and one. So 37-9. Turnover by Stone Lake St. Mary's. Pocahontas ball. Pocahontas passing around, just trying to find an open shot. They might. There's 25 seconds left on the shot clock. 3-point jump shot, no good. The 3-point jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Pocahontas. Ends up resulting in a turnover off a travel. So turnover off a travel. Stone Lake St. Mary's inbounds it. They are going to... Looks like they're going to keep the ball. Refs say ball last touched by Pocahontas. So 1:51 left here in the second quarter. 1:51 left here in the first half. To see what Stone Lake St. Mary's can do with this final minute 51. Blocking foul. Looks like that foul is going to be on Chase Flaherty. So Flaherty, I believe that's going to be his first. So Chase Flaherty is first. His brother, I believe, has 3. And that's going to result in Lane Carlson. Lane Carlson, he goes to the line. 44% to start the night. Not sure what the percentage would be now with the free throws he took earlier. Misses that first one off the back iron. Does get a second one, though. See what he can do with it. Second shot is also no good. And there's a foul. Foul on the rebound. Looks like the foul is going to be on Carlson. Yes, the foul is on Carlson. So Carlson goes from taking the free throws to being the cause of 2 free throws. The 2 free throws, they're going to be taken by Caleb Hubble. Caleb Hubble has not scored at all this season. So here is his opportunity. So he's not taking any free throws. Nothing like that. So here's his first free throw of the season. He misses it. See if he can get the second one. Just, you get 1 point. Maybe you can get a few more and become that leading scorer tonight. He misses that second free throw, so 0 for 2 free throws on the season now. Disappointing result from the line, I must say. Ben Smith drives in. He is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 1 more. Foul is on Christian Valenzuela. So Valenzuela with his first foul leaves Ben Smith taking the free throw. Ben Smith, he drains it. It's 37-12. Three-point jump shot, no good. Rebound by Heitman. Heitman has a little bit of trouble. Only 30 seconds have came off the game clock. Probably the last 2 or 3 minutes. So slow-moving game. Lane Carlson for 3, no good. Foul on. That is Dylan Martin. So Dylan Martin with a loose ball foul. See, that foul's on. And by on, I mean who's going to the line for the free throws. That is going to be Valenzuela himself. So Valenzuela caused the last free throw set. Will go to the line for free throws. He drains that first one. Valenzuela, the start of the night, was 100% from the line. I believe he did make 1 or 2 earlier, so 66%. He makes both of them this time. That should be, I believe that should be 4 for 5, so 80% now. Lane Carlson drives in. He draws a foul. That's going to be 2 from the line. 2 free throws here for Lane Carlson. Foul is on Caleb Hubble, so Hubble draws his first foul of the night. That first free throw. First free throw there, I believe he made that. It definitely makes the second one, so happened to look down when he took that first free throw, so not sure if he was 2 for 2 or 1 for 2. I do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Hubble. He passes it off. They eventually find Valenzuela. Valenzuela drives in, and there's a foul on. Let's see what this is on. 34, so that is Jesus Melendez. 52.4 left here on the second quarter clock. Jesus Melendez, he picks up his first foul. And Valenzuela, the 80% free throw shooter, he'll go to the line for 2 more. So he's 4 for 5 on the season right now by my estimations. He's now 5 for 6. 5 for 6. And he is 6 for 7. So Valenzuela continues his absolutely impressive free throw shooting season. And there's a foul on the other end. Shot is waved off. Foul was before the shot. They do not play continuation in this gym. So shot was waved off. Foul's on Dreeth. Carlson, he'll go to the line. Lane Carlson, he takes that first free throw. He drains it. He drains it absolutely. Here's the second free throw now. See what he can do with this. He doesn't make that one. It was just off the side iron. So very, very close. John Heitman fouls. That's going to be Heitman's third. Foul was on Dreeth. So foul on Carlson. Dreeth takes the free throws. a little bit of confusion on my end of which 14 the foul was on, so I do apologize for that. Dreeth, he drains that free throw. Dreeth coming into the night was 4 for 7. Not sure how many free throws he's taken thus far tonight, but he did make that first one. And he makes the second one too, so solid shooting performance. His free throw percentage will go up just a little bit now. And Carlson looks like drove in, couldn't quite get the ball to fall. Carlson steals it. Carlson steals it to keep the ball on his end. Carlson into Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith has a little bit of trouble getting the ball. Bennett Smith up. It's good. So Bennett Smith drives in, puts one up. It's good. 43-16. Lot of bit of trouble. Stolen by Heitman. Foul is on. See, this is on. It's either going to be Valenzuela or... Well, it's either going to be Valenzuela or Hubble. It is on Valenzuela, so Valenzuela draws his second foul. So that will send... That's going to be John Heitman. John Heitman, he'll be going to the line. If you've noticed, the last three free throw interchanges have been the shooter of free throws has always been the person to foul next. So kind of an interesting series of events, kind of a weird coincidence. The Heitman just had a foul against him, and now he's taking free throws, and that's not the first time that's happened tonight, or in this quarter, or in the last 2 minutes of game time. Ball goes out of bounds. Ref says it's going to stay with Storm Lake St. Mary's. 8.6. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they need to get a shot off quick. Not too quick. I mean, you do have about 9-ish seconds to play with 8.6 officially. And Carlson, he's just going to take a three. Three's no good. Pocahontas is going to drive it up, see what they can do here. Flaherty for three. Bang! 10.5. Flaherty with three. He has 13 in the first half alone. Wow. Made the shot as the clock hits all zeros. 10-minute halftime break. We'll take a commercial break, come back with a halftime recap, and then maybe a few more commercials, and maybe that second half will get started for us. It should be exciting. You're watching Panther Basketball on Full Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
And welcome back. 7-11 left here in the halftime. First order of business would usually be thanking our sponsors. How the first order of business this time will be, I do apologize if I blew your stereos out, blew your eardrums out with that bang to end the half. Just very exciting thing to watch and very exciting as a commentator to get to see. So I do apologize for that. Now sponsor time, most fun time. First off, we'd like to thank our halftime sponsor, Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. Buena Vista Regional Medical Center, they make this broadcast possible. Due to their sponsorship, this broadcast is not only made possible, you get to watch the games, I get to watch the games. Broadcast partner gets to watch the games as well, so thank you very much, Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. We'd also like to thank our United Bank of Iowa. They make that scoreboard you see up on your screen possible. Without United Bank of Iowa, we wouldn't have a scoreboard, and without a scoreboard, what's a broadcast, really? A little bit of a halftime report. Halftime score was 46-16 in favor of Pocahontas. Pocahontas has just ran away with this one. Pocahontas 1-13 on the season. Looks like they're going to be in the driver's seat to get that 2-13, which is 2 wins in 3 days and the last 2 games as well. So very good week for Pocahontas, I must say. Storm Lake St. Mary's only has 16 points. Leading scorer is Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith, some free throws, some mid-range jump shots, also some layups. That has been his modus operandi tonight. Bennett Smith, like I said, coming in tonight, he's the leading scorer for Storm Lake St. Mary's. For him to be the leading scorer right now, not much of a surprise. Leading scorer for Pocahontas, Ethan Behrens. I don't think Behrens has scored more than 5 tonight, and that is nowhere near being the leading scorer. Leading scorer is Chase Flaherty, so Flaherty with 13. His brother Jackson Flaherty, I believe, has 7 or 8, so the Flaherty brothers putting up a good 20, 21 points there in the first half, which is nearly half of the team's total points for Pocahontas. About 4:56, 4:53 now left here in the first half. Second half, thoughts, predictions. Honestly, I do see Pocahontas pulling this one out. They're up by 30. 30 for any team is very hard to overcome and very hard of a lead to go into halftime with and just not win. So Pocahontas, they look set to get that second one of the season. Storm Lake St. Mary's, never count them out. Storm Lake St. Mary's very well could easily come back from this. They've had some really good shots. Shots just haven't fell. Pocahontas, complete opposite. They've had some really good shots, and those shots have fell. So scoreboard really doesn't tell the whole story, at least in my opinion. Halftime shoot around happening. Pocahontas is out there, and just watching them right now, they're making everything. So looks like that halftime break did not stop their hot streak whatsoever. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they still have not come out for, I guess, halftime re-warm-ups, I suppose. I guess it's not warming up if you've already played the entire half of a game. Regular season's wrapping up both for both these teams, but also broadcast schedule. I believe after tonight, Fuller Digital Solutions will only have 2 or 3 more Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers games for you the rest of the year. So wrapping up the broadcast season, hopefully get to broadcast at least one playoff game from the Panther Pit should Storm Lake St. Mary's get the lucky draw. If they don't, however, it's been a great season that you get to watch, both as a commentator and a sports fan. And obviously, we hope both of these teams go deep into the playoffs. They're both really talented teams, I must say. Even though Pocahontas does only have one win on the season. Storm Lake St. Mary's may not have any. These are still two very talented teams, two teams that could very well go off any given night. Storm Lake St. Mary's just has not had the best luck with shooting in some of these games. So, the scoreboard doesn't always tell that full story. For Pocahontas, you have to think their future is looking bright. They have two freshmen that are already varsity starters. The two freshmen are brothers. They've started in 11 out of the team's 13 games thus far. So, quite a positive for Pocahontas for the next 3.25 or so years. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're now coming out for halftime re-warm-ups. Ben Smith, he's practicing his free throws. More power to him. He's been taking a lot of those tonight. Lane Carlson, he's taking some threes. More power to him. He's taking quite a few of those tonight. And unfortunately, it's just been a little bit off on most of them. Get a little confidence here in the halftime. Maybe you can go out, drain a couple of those in the second half, because he shot very well from the three-point line. The last half just had some bad luck with the shots going in and shots not going in. And only about 30 seconds of warm-ups there for the Panthers, so whether that's intentional or not, I guess I can't really say. The coach has given some halftime strategy. Same with Pocahontas. They're wrapping up their warm-ups. Game ball gets back out to the ref. There's 1:07 left. We'll take that minute to take a short commercial break. You're watching Full Digital Solutions in Panther Basketball.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your...
And cutting in just a little bit early. Sorry to cut off that commercial, but half starting. We figured might as well get to see the start of it. The start of the third quarter. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're going to get the ball. Bennett Smith, he goes up. Shot's no good. He gets his own rebound, though. And he puts that second chance effort up, and it's good. So, Pocahontas, see what they do now. Pass it around. Flirty to flirty. That seems to kind of be the offense tonight. Brothers just passing to each other. Some passes. Go around. Shot. Was not taken. No shot taken. Tried to pass it out for a three-point shot. Just tipped by Stone Lake St. Mary's. And Pocahontas, they get to keep the ball on their own end. Brother to brother, they find Blake Roberts. Blake Roberts just back to Jackson Flaherty. Flaherty passes to a brother. His brother puts it up. And Ethan Behrens tries to get the rebound, just cannot. And Jesus Melendez that comes up with it. So, Heitman, he'll look around to see who he can find. He finds Carlson. Carlson to Heitman. Heitman off the hands of Behrens. And it'll stay Stone Lake St. Mary's ball. You hate to talk about it, but there is some foul trouble. So, Jackson Flaherty and Ethan Behrens both have 3 fouls for Pocahontas. And Aiden Cavazos, he has 4. So, for Cavazos, his next whistle, he's done. Yeah, Cavazos just needs to really be careful. John Heitman takes a 3-point shot. Shot is just a little bit off. Jackson Flaherty, he's going to bring it up. And a couple passes. They find Ethan Behrens. Behrens tries to put it up. No good. It's rebounded by Ben Smith. Ben Smith, he'll bring it up for the Panthers. Now Ben Smith, he gives to Heitman. Heitman, see, he goes to Cavazos. Cavazos Back to Heitman. Heitman into Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith, big man's his way into the lane. Decides to pass out to Carlson. Carlson can't put it up. And Ben Smith goes down trying to get the rebound. Pocahontas, they get the rebound. So, Blake Roberts, he puts up a floater. It's good. 48-18. So 48-18. Now, something like St. Mary's, Heitman. Seems the offense either goes through Heitman or Bennett Smith. So Bennett Smith and Heitman seem to be the two players that Stone Lake St. Mary's likes to have its offense go through. So Bennett Smith, he gets the inbounds pass to Cavazos. Cavazos gives it to Carlson. Carlson to Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith inside to Jesus Melendez. Melendez tries to pass it out but goes out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. And Pocahontas still get the ball back. That is going to be Jackson Flaherty. He goes to Chase Flaherty. Flaherty, a couple more passes. The ball finds its possession to be Jesus Melendez's. So bad turnover there by Pocahontas. The steal by Pocahontas now. The steal right back by Stone Lake St. Mary's. Ben Smith, he puts up a layup. So Ben Smith with that layup. Quite an easy layup, really. So Bennett Smith, good court awareness. Good court awareness, absolutely. Pocahontas, they pass the ball around, just seeing who they can find. They find Jackson Flaherty. He goes Ethan Behrens. Behrens loses it for just a moment, gets it right back, though. Back to Jackson Flaherty, to Chase Flaherty. Shot no good. Rebound by Cavazos. So Heitman, he'll bring it up now. Heitman going to bring it up. Heitman, he'll pass it to Lane Carlson. Carlson drives in. Floater. Floater's no good. Rebounded by nobody. Refs say went off the hands of Bennett Smith. So Bennett Smith officially will be credited for a turnover, but kind of just bad luck there. His ball happened to go off his hands last. Flaherty brothers, they pass it to each other. Then they give it to Behrens. Behrens out to Flaherty. Out to, that's Blake Roberts. Blake Roberts takes the three shots, no good. And Ben Smith pulls down the rebound, is fouled. And that's going to be Gabe Ian's second foul. So that should be Pocahontas' first foul of the half. So it took almost half a quarter to get even just one foul for any team. And passes Heitman to Carlson, to Heitman to Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith goes up. Shot's good. Ben Smith showing why he's the leading scorer for this team. He's making just everything he takes at the moment. And if he doesn't make it, he rebounds and puts it right back up. Now a foul. That's going to go against Stone Lake St. Mary's. The foul is on. It's on John Heitman. So Heitman with his fourth. Cavazos and Heitman. And two starters. They both have four. Their next whistle or whistles. And they're done. Heitman bring it up. Was never really much of a basketball player that got to play a lot of time. So personally, I do not really know how Cavazos and Heitman are going to approach this next 11 minutes, 44 seconds of game time with 4 fouls. I personally, in my basketball career, never got into foul trouble, so not too sure how they'll approach this. I'm sure with caution, but can't be overly cautious out there on the basketball court. I know that for sure. Pocahontas, they're going to bring the ball up. Pocahontas, Chase, Flaherty, over to Ethan Behrens, back to Flaherty, inside to, don't know who that was for, but it doesn't matter. Gabe Ian went up and had the ball ripped out of his hands by Ben Smith. Ben Smith gets it to one of his teammates, and Stone Lake St. Mary's brings it up. Heitman to Cavazos. Cavazos and to Ben Smith. Ben Smith bullies his way in the lane. He can't get it, and Ben Smith with the loose ball foul. So Bennett Smith with his third foul on the night. That puts 3 players for Storm Lake St. Mary's, 3 starters, I might add, for Storm Lake St. Mary's in significant foul trouble. Ben Smith, he only has 3. He has another foul to play with. But Heitman and Cavazos, they don't have any fouls to play with. They foul again, they're done. Pocahontas, they just get the ball stolen from them again. The Storm Lake St. Mary's with 2 great defensive efforts on back-to-back possessions. Ben Smith to Cavazos. Cavazos for 3. Shots no good. Pocahontas brings it up. They get into... Well, they passed it, and the pass ended up going to the hands of Ben Smith. So Ben Smith, he gets another steal. That's 3 consecutive steals for Storm Lake St. Mary's. So Pocahontas had 3 really bad trips down the floor. And Heitman, he tries to bring it in. He is called for a travel. That's going to be a turnover. 46-22, 2:16 left here in third. Possession arrow favors Pocahontas. Neither team even close to free throws. So it should be a very, very straightforward game the rest of this quarter at least. Air ball by Pocahontas leads to a rebound for Carlson. So Carlson, he'll just bring it up himself. He gets to Heitman. Heitman to Carlson. Carlson back to Heitman. Back to Carlson. Carlson for 3. No good. And a tie-up for Jesus Melendez. That'll be a second. So Jesus Melendez, he gets his second foul. Looking at the Storm Lake St. Mary's roster, just thinking of who they could possibly replace 2 people with. Ivan Del Villar does come to mind. He could very well come into the game should Cavazos or Heitman foul out. 3-point jump shot, kind of breaking into my analysis there for just a moment. That 3-point jump shot made by Colin Dreeth. So Dreeth with a 3. Avery Fetro, another name that comes to mind for possible replacements should Bennett Smith not Bennett Smith, Cavazos or Heitman foul out. And a travel by Heitman. Now, Dylan Martin, that's another name that comes to mind. He actually just comes in, so speaking of him, he comes into the game. So Dylan Martin, A.B. Fetro, and Ivan Del Villar, 3 names to look out for as Storm Lake St. Mary's has 3 of their starters in some bad foul trouble. Back to live action. Pocahontas passing it around. They eventually just get it into Dreeth, and Dreeth, he drains another 3. So Dreeth with his 9th points. Began to lose my voice. Let's hope it holds up the rest of the way, folks. Pocahontas, easy drive in. That's Gabe Ean. So Ean, he gets 8. St. Mary's passing it around. It gets stolen. Saying a kicked ball violation. That violation is going to go against Storm Lake St. Mary's. Looks like Heitman's getting ready to come back in the game. He's drinking some water, so water help prevent those Charlie horses. He'll be back in the game very soon, I think. Missed shot by Pocahontas leads to a Storm Lake St. Mary's possession shot by, I believe that was Cavazos. It was either Cavazos or Mendez. Didn't quite catch the number. Put up, no good. They got their own rebound. Put it up again. It was no good. There's a minute quarter break. We'll take that quarter break with them. After a short commercial break, we'll be back with Panther Basketball on Full Digital Solutions. And we are back. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Clock's just ticking away on this quarter break. Stone Lake St. Mary's are going to come out. Looks like Cavazos, Bennett Smith, Carlson, Jesus Mendelez, and Heitman. So I was correct about my hypothesis that Heitman would be coming in very, very soon. All 4 starters back out on the court for Storm Lake St. Mary's. For Pocahontas, looks like their starting lineup is back out as well. So see how this fourth quarter progresses. John Heitman playing a dangerous game, trying to guard his defender close. John Heitman and Cavazos both have 4. Their next whistle, and they're done. And a foul against Cavazos. Cavazos is done. In comes Dylan Martin. So I believe it was Cavazos that had 4 to end the first half. He managed that third quarter very, very well. Just couldn't quite make it through that fourth quarter. 19 seconds in, he draws that 5th and final foul. Dylan Martin replaces him. So that leaves Fetro and Del Villar as the 2 names that will come to mind should Heitman foul out and should Bennett Smith get 2 more. Foul on, that is going to be Chase Flaherty. So Flaherty gets his 2nd foul. So Chase Flaherty with 2, Jackson Flaherty with 3. A little bit of foul trouble there for Pocahontas. Jackson Flaherty with 3, and then Ethan Barons with 3. Just noticing continuous clock now. Pocahontas, they are up. I believe that's 37, so you need 35 in the second half. Continuous clock to up 37, so Storm Lake St. Mary's, they could stop this continuous clock, but they're going to need a couple buckets. Ben Smith, he's going to go to the free throw line. And see how he does here. That first shot is no good. So it remains 59-22. Gotta say this much, it's been a very, very entertaining game. Both teams played very, very well. Storm Lake St. Mary's just had some bad luck with the shots. Pocahontas had some really good luck with the shots, and so I mean the score seems a little bit lopsided, but this game was realistically a lot closer than what the scoreboard is going to show. Foul is on 41. So excuse me, 42. So that is Bennett Smith. So Bennett Smith and John Heitman both have 4 of their next whistles, and they're done. First free throw by Ethan Barons is no good. As I was saying, this game's been incredibly entertaining. Both teams have played very well, and just some bad luck and some good luck on opposite ends has led to the result that we're going to see tonight. Ethan Barons, he drains that second free throw, so it's 60-23. I mean, Storm Lake St. Mary's can get out of the continuous clock. They take a mid-range jump shot, no good. Lane Carlson nearly draws his 2nd foul. He's playing a dangerous game there. Drive in by Jackson Flaherty. It's good for 2. Ben Smith, he's going to drive in. He gets bodied. No call, though. I do agree with the no call. And John Heitman playing a dangerous game. He plays inside, and with 4 fouls playing inside, that's risky business. But no foul call there, and his defensive efforts actually helped Bennett Smith end up getting a bucket on the other end. So his risky efforts ends up benefiting the team just a little bit. And a travel by Gabe Ean. 2 St. Mary's players fall to the ground. Those are Bennett Smith and Heitman, respectively. Both of them go to the ground. Very scary to see 2 players get tangled up and both fall. I've seen some players have some season-ending injuries in situations like that. Thankfully, both players are fine, but could have been very, very scary. Lane Carlson took a 3. That shot was no good. Mendelez about slipped down, didn't though, saved himself, and actually probably prevented a 3 there. Ben Smith, he's playing some risky basketball, playing hard-nosed basketball down low. With 4 fouls, playing tough defense down low is, well, it's risky. Jump ball, arrow is going to favor Stone Lake St. Mary's. So 4:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Both teams, they know the situation. They're aware of the continuous clock, but they're still playing as hard as ever, just trying to get some buckets and get some points. Maybe improve that personal box score, or maybe just have some fun out there, because why not? Playing basketball, it's always fun no matter what level you're at, and you gotta be happy that anyone gets the opportunity to play at this level. And during a little bit of during my ramble, there's a little bit of a confusion of who the foul's on. At first they say it was on Heitman. Then they're like, no, it's actually on Bennett Smith. So Heitman and Bennett Smith, they're both just going to come out, I think. Yeah. So Ivan Del VR and Santiago Soria. Santiago, thank you, Mason. So Santiago with the replacement for, I believe it's Heitman. I believe it's officially Heitman he's going in for, but with Santiago and Ivan Del VR going in at the same time, it's essentially for both Heitman and Bennett Smith. There's a technical foul, so 2 technical free throws there. So 2 technical free throws and possession of the ball there for Pocahontas. So with a little more confusion between the refs of what's supposed to be going on. Stone Lake St. Mary's more or less is really trying to survive these last few minutes, as you don't have Heitman, you don't have Cavazos, and you don't have Bennett Smith anymore. That only leaves Lane Carlson, Jesus Melendez as your starters, and they're both still out there. They are both still out there looking at the scoreboard, but that only leaves Brett Peterson, Brendan Peterson, Avery Fetro, Dylan Martin, Owen Keenan as the players on the bench. They're not currently out there. So 5 players currently on the bench that have not stepped out onto the floor for Stone Lake St. Mary's, and 3 that are fouled out. Some passes around for Stone Lake St. Mary's. You gotta say Santiago Soria and Ivan Del VR, 2 players that don't usually get as much playing time as they're going to tonight. So good experience for them, getting to play about 3.5 minutes of basketball. It's always a positive to see some of these other other people, they get an opportunity out on the court. The blocking foul on number 3, that is that's Caleb Roberts. That's Roberts' first foul. 2:32, 2:31, 2:30 now. Continuous clock just keeps counting down. Like I was saying, some varsity experience for Soria and Del VR. Gotta be happy. Pocahontas, they rebound the ball. They're gonna drive it in. Del VR played some good defense there, but in the end, shot is made. So it's going to be shot was made by 24 Friesner. So Friesner gets to go out. He makes a bucket. Pocahontas area, they get the ball right back after not a great offensive possession there by Stone Lake St. Mary's. And it's going to be a turnover. Stone Lake St. Mary's, they're going to get the ball back. And coming in now, Brendan Peterson and Owen Keenan. Owen Keenan and Brendan Peterson come in with 1:33 or so left in the game. Looks like now all that is left for the, I guess call them regular players. Players are out on the court for significant minutes each game is just Dylan Martin. So Dylan Martin, the only player that sees regular playing time that's still out on the court. Have to wonder if maybe Stone Lake St. Mary's will look to maybe sub him out, maybe get Brett Peterson in there or Fetro in there. Under a minute now. Continuous clock is just eating those seconds away. There will be another possession for Stone Lake St. Mary's that is guaranteed at the moment, although they do just need to either get a rebound or have a made shot. And there's a foul on, that's 24, that's Friesner. So Friesner draws his first foul of the night. Stone Lake St. Mary's, they're going to bring it up to see what they can do here. They get to Owen Keenan. Owen Keenan for three. No good. Put back up by Dylan Martin. Dylan Martin with two. So 8 seconds left. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. And the game goes final. 68-29 in favor of Pocahontas. Pocahontas goes to 2-13, and Stone Lake St. Mary's will fall to 0-14. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We certainly have, and we hope you have a safe night. And we'll see you again next week for some more Stone Lake St. Mary's Panther basketball.